Ah, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happenings YouTube Atheist Community and whatever else may occur to me and such. Yeah, I guess a vegan thing could do that or something. You know, some other subject. Suppose I'll get that first. The carpet chick. Yes, I called her a chick. It really is rude, right? It's like calling somebody a dude in a way, right? Calling chicks. Fine woman. No, it's not really. The lady. No, it's not right. Well, anyway. Another one, none of those video ragging on some British chef person for not being vegan enough or vegetarian enough or something like that. Promoting it well enough well, anyway, I just don't get this whole celebrity chef thing anyway. It's such a girl thing, I guess. Recipes. Fuck you. Recipe. Recipe. It's disgusting. The word is gross. Food is food, whatever. Brown, green, whatever. Food. I just don't get that whole. I used to, I worked in the business, so to speak, and so it's not like I don't appreciate a good meal, but it just all seems like a bunch of crap to me, A plate of Doritos will do, forever. Or something like that. Potato chips, whatever. You can just feed me the same shit every day, and I'm not going to know the difference. So, anyway, find one good recipe and stick with it or something. I don't know. Anyway. It just seems to lose the whole point to the whole vegan thing or whatever. It's just this idea. There's a million things to eat, okay? There just really are. That aren't dead animals. The store is full. There's boxes and boxes of stuff. It's just sort of bullshit. So, it's not that big a deal. But the whole celebrity thing is, I guess, that's just irritating all the way around. I just don't, what the world fawns over. So, Morbid Atheist made a Scalia video. I didn't watch it just because it looks like it's pretty rude. The wicked witch is dead kind of thing, which, is probably true. He's just such a artifact. And a hypocrite, like I said. He didn't live one of these, whatever, church-going man kind of lives anyway. So what the hell was all this crap about anyway? So good, yeah. So, but Obama's choices for the court have been so lame and weak that you're almost like, jeez. It's better than, but it's just not as good as ideally. You can't. Obama could fuck it up, and he fucks everything else up. This silly Muslim kook. He could put somebody worse than Scalia. It's possible, I suppose, but it doesn't seem very likely. But who knows? Like I said, they're all just waiting to blow up. They're all just look like silly idiots. And we just get idioter and idioter. These people are not impressive. The Supreme Court is now just covered with people that just do not impress. Me. At all. Not intellectual giants, that's all. No. These are people that probably can't make toast, Going back to recipes there, so I tied it all together. Really isn't much going on. That's, Dee posted another painting thing, little Paradise Island kind of thing. Sort of put me in the mood. And something else maybe somewhere. I don't know what it would be. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Think Vegan girl did do another video on antinatalism. She's got an itch for it lately. And so I guess that's a subject to go into, is just this idea of you've got these two premises. The first premise is life really can't accomplish anything for the universe, so to speak. The universe isn't like short $10. It doesn't need a new carburetor on its car. It doesn't need a pink balloon. It doesn't really need anything we got. So everything we got is of no use. It's like everything a Muslim has, I got no use for. You know, your dog fighting and your, you know, smelly frickin' habits and your stinky prayers and your silly blah blah singing and dancing crapola shit and your kneeling and bowing and farting and shit. You know, fuck all that shit. I don't need anything a Muslim has. So everything Islam has, I don't want any of it. Yuck. Yeah, it looks pretty unappealing. And that's how the universe is towards humans in general and life on Earth. It just couldn't give a shit. It's just very useless. It's like a can opener that can't open any cans. It just so yeah. So life's fucked right there. Oh, so we're done. You know, end of the subject right there, right? And I guess the other premise has something to do with oh yeah, it's all kind of doom and gloom here eventually for everyone, and terribly expensive in terms of, you know, the horror, you know, real estate that is burned down every year. You know how much horror is imposed. Horror. I mean, real horror. Horror. Big horror. So yeah, that's bad. So yeah, we get rid of that. That would be huge win. Get rid of the horror and remain a can opener that can't open any cans. Yeah, so that would be good. But really, since it is a can opener that can't open any cans, we might as well just say, hey, let's get rid of the horror and whatever else there is that can't be of any use because it can't open any cans that are of any use, so fuck it. And we've sort of been there and done all of it before anyway, right? It's just a desire mechanism, and we all think one more potato, one more. Everybody goes to their grave thinking, oh, well, I could have done that better. Oh, well, I could have done that better. Yeah, well, so fucking what? It just doesn't matter. So anyway. So yeah, that's just it. That's all there is. There's nothing to this whole slop. It's all projected value. It's all what we think, you know, means something. And apparently most people don't think suffering and torture means anything. So they don't think those are big enough negatives to be at all dissuaded from the fun. Because they're idiots. And that's like the Supreme Court. They're fucking idiots. Silly douchebags. That, yes, the sooner they die and get flushed down a toilet, the better. And, yeah. So, pretty much. So, unfortunately, as bad as Muslims are, most people are Muslims. Because they're just as dumb as Muslims. Might as well be a Muslim. Which sort of brings up Piro's room, because they talked about Muslims, but they talked about that stupid race shit some more, and that stupid thing came up in Florida with that Jew-Mexican gun nut or something. And so this Vic guy sort of makes some sense now and then, talking about, well, black culture is crap. And yes, of course, it is crap. It's just dumb, ignorant, stupid, retarded, fucktarded as fucktard can be. And it's kind of a gutter religion, you know, black atheism, you know. He has a gutter religion. You know, whores, drugs, and whatever, pants falling off. I mean, it really doesn't say much. It's really not much of a, oh yeah, that's so much to respect about that. It's about as respectable as Islam. You know, it just, can opener, don't open any of my cans anyway. I got no use for it. Whatever black culture got, I don't want it. Thank you very much. Except for maybe the big penis thing, maybe. But otherwise, fuck it. I don't want any part of it. Yeah, just kind of repulsive. But then that stupid Vic guy starts defending this stupid little small dick little Jew-Mexican asswipe who goes out stalking people and then shooting them. And you're just like, fuck. You know, you're obviously a racist if you're defending this stupid lunatic who, you know, he didn't just profile the guy into a criminal. I mean, he shot him like he was a criminal. And it was bullshit. And everybody knows it's bullshit who has a brain. And, you know, as a person who's been profiled, I mean, okay, who's been harassed by the cops, you know, because I have long hair. Yeah, like that. Oh, yeah, that's a reason. You know, it doesn't matter how nice your car is. Doesn't matter you pay all your bills. Doesn't matter what. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Doesn't matter you're wearing a more expensive suit than the fucking cop owns. Yeah, they treat you like shit. And they should be shot. They should be beat up, these cops or anybody else who profiles somebody. But anyway, that's a whole side subject. What I would do under similar... look, I've done some... I'm lucky I haven't... there's a few times when, I probably could have ended up in prison. Not for a crime, but for offending law enforcement. Anyway, that's a whole other subject. Yeah, it mostly is another subject. But anyway, the profiling thing is a subject, and the idea of, not even coming close. You know what I mean? Not even coming close. I mean, really. Robbers don't walk down the sidewalk eating Skittles or whatever. Ain't the way it works. Yeah, really not that serious. Yeah, I just stole a bunch of shit from a house, and now I'm going to walk right down the sidewalk for, 25 minutes going someplace. Yeah, sure. And then the biggest obscenity is what? It wasn't all the big crime wave was probably a bunch of these little white spawnies, doing the wigger thing, stealing shit to buy drugs or some kind of crap. But anyway, I'm just saying, the whole story, why go back there? That's an ugly, ugly piece of American history. And, to defend that little scumbag weasel, especially when we already know, because of his subsequent behavior, that he's obviously a gun lunatic, that he can't even fight with a woman without pulling his gun out. He's such a coward. I mean, come on, there's just nothing to defend there. Nothing to defend at all. So you really have to be a hardcore racist lunatic to sit there and defend that asswipe. Clearly. My opinion. It's clear. But anyway, who cares anyway? Who the fuck wants to listen to 5 hours of that shit? Ooh. Not me, man. No chance. Rather watch one of Warble's Onalot's fucking kangaroo videos. I already know all I want to know about fucking kangaroos. I mean, yeah. I know it's the world he lives in and all that kind of shit, but yeah, I'm kind of full up on kangaroos and wallabies and whatnot, and hookah-pook birds and whatever. Yeah. So, I'm left with little else to converse on, in the sense that it looks like all the subjects have been now covered. And it kind of odd, probably had to go back to work, so... Yeah, working sucks. Yeah, that's what it couldn't happen to a shittier person, so good. I hate that fucker. And, what else? Is there anything else? I don't believe there is. I don't see anything on my little place to look to see if something's happening. So, yeah, it's kind of it's been lean times on YouTube. Lean times. But who knows? There's, hope for the future. Something interesting will happen, blah, blah, blah. I'll probably have to do something interesting. That's the way it always works, right? I'll have to provide some sort of, to improve things. That's my job, apparently. Nobody else can do it, apparently. So anyway, and it really should be something, but there's nothing. So I'll cut you a break. Won't just yammer for no point, reason, or rhyme. Well, I guess I could do a rhyme. Well, I won't bother with that either. So anyway, yeah, still busy with the physics thing. Going to be working on that for a couple more weeks anyway. And, well, maybe. I don't know. I may take a break, maybe. I'll do some things and then see if anything happens. If nothing happens, then I'll have to get back to work on it and come up with more stuff to pile in so I can make it even more impressively impressive. Been doing that recently. I've been doing the electricity and charge, and this stuff is really just going to fall right into this is, because it has a whole bunch of this perpendicular crap in it. So it's just going to work out so well. But you have to go through a little bit of it to get all the little rules and regulations and whatnot. But it's even these atomic cell accelerators. I mean, they're all running on the same mechanism. It's just, it's everywhere. Everywhere I look now, I can find it. So, yeah, it's, but, it gets more and more, as you get deeper into the atomic thing, then you got to get more and more specific about quantizing the energy. But yeah, I don't see a real problem. It's just that you have to be more exact, I guess, and you have to get all this plus minus thing figured out, because it's all backwards, and so you got to figure out how the reverse of the polarization and all that kind of stuff, and Lenz's law and all this screw in, screw out kind of shit, and so yeah, I guess a little bit of blah blah blah, but I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, there's just nothing else, so draft science videos. I mean, I did do a couple on that gravitational wave thingy. Another thing just falling right into my lap, in a sense, because when you really look at it, what they're really claiming is the creation of space-time, a positive space-time. So it's not really gravity. It's not a gravity wave. It's a pressure wave. So, like the opposite of gravity, technically, which fits right into my whole why don't you just say it's a pressure in the first place thing. So yeah, it all works out for me. So that's it, I guess. Yeah. Sorry, I wish I had more, but I just short at the moment. A little short. So maybe next time. Yeah, I'll do some subjects eventually. But I've already done them all. It's already all been done. So that's the the truth of it. Just, I guess it's all just about saying it clearer and clearer. Getting more and more focused and precise definition and whatnot. And that's really all there is to this anymore, right? It's just the perfection of the argument rather than the making of the argument. Yeah, that's enough. Yes, it really is an ugly planet. Yeah. Anyway, until next time, and such. Mostly.